There is one moment that most people simply miss, the moment when everything changes. It's the transition from stability to growth. This is where wealth starts building itself, because the savings rate plus time in the market become more important than the size of your income. But how do you get there? Today, we'll break down the exact sequence of steps from level 1 to level 6. And trust me, most people don't even reach level 4. Financial researchers and advisors around the world describe a similar model of wealth development. It consists of 6 levels, and knowing which one you're at makes it much easier to understand what to do next. Level 1. Survival. You're living paycheck to paycheck, little or no savings, constant stress about bills. The main goal here is simply to stay afloat and start building some kind of financial buffer. Level 2. Stability. Imagine a bucket you're trying to fill with water, but it has 3 big holes at the bottom. That's what financial leaks look like. Subscriptions nobody cancels, impulse purchases, small debts. At this level, the task is to plug those holes. Bills are being paid consistently, an emergency fund is being formed, and you're slowly paying down expensive debt. The key mindset shift: you stop reacting to money and start managing it. Level 3. Security. This is no longer just survival, this is protection. An emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses, no toxic debt, and first steps into retirement investing. This is the point from which real wealth can start to be built. Level 4. Growth. This is where the magic begins. Your assets start working harder than you do. Regular investments in index funds, net worth rising year after year, compound interest becomes visible. Maybe real estate or additional business income appears. This is the classic boring millionaire phase, and most people never reach it.
Level 5. Freedom. Work becomes a choice, not a necessity. Investments cover your basic living expenses. You choose projects for the sake of meaning, not survival. Financial stress is practically gone. This is what's called financial independence. Level 6. Impact and legacy. Money becomes a tool. You have more income than you can spend. The focus shifts to generational wealth, philanthropy, freedom of time, experiences over accumulation. At this level, money solves problems instead of creating them. One important thing to keep in mind: people move between levels in both directions. Job loss, divorce, health issues, all of this can push you back. It's not a straight line, and that's okay. If you invest in the wrong order, you can lose tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars over your lifetime, even if you choose the right tools. Here is the sequence confirmed by data and by the experience of people who reached level 6. Step 0. Understand your finances. First of all, stop and do one simple thing. Write down all household income. Next to it, all fixed expenses: rent, insurance, loans, subscriptions. Then open your bank statements for the last 3 months and calculate your average variable expenses: groceries, fuel, cafes and restaurants, everything else. Compare the total to your income. If the gap is minimal, that's why it's hard to move forward. Look at the variable items. Where can you cut right now? For example, if restaurants are costing you $500 a month, cut it to $250. Look at subscriptions. Do you really need all of them? This isn't forever. It's a temporary sacrifice for real change. Step 0.5. Emergency fund. This is not saving up for an apartment or a car. This is a separate safety cushion account that you don't touch unless it's a genuine emergency. To start, the goal is at least 1 month of expenses. If the market drops and you also lose your job, you won't be forced to sell investments at the worst possible moment. Eventually, the goal is 3 to 6 months. Keep this money in a high-yield savings account so at least some interest is being earned. Think of it as insurance, not an investment.
Step 1. Employer match in the retirement fund. If your employer matches contributions, that's an instant 100% return. You won't find that anywhere else. If you put in $50, they add another $50. That's free money. Take advantage of it without fail. Step 2. Get rid of expensive debt. Not the most enjoyable step, but critically important. Credit cards, consumer loans, anything above 7% interest. Paying off debt at 18% is the same as earning a guaranteed 18% with no risk. No investment in the stock market delivers that consistently. Step 3. Open and fund a Roth IRA, or its equivalent in your country. This is one of the most powerful tools for most people. Contributions grow tax-free, and at retirement, withdrawals are also tax-free. The money you put in, not the gains, can be taken out at any time without penalty, just in case. If you invest $7,000 a year for 30 years at an average return of around 10% per year, you could end up with over $1.2 million. Of that, you only contributed around $210,000. The rest is compound interest, and all of it tax-free. Step 4. Open a brokerage account with no retirement restrictions. Many financial advisors will say, better to max out the retirement account first, but there's one important detail. If you want to reach financial freedom before age 60, retirement accounts can't be touched before that without penalties. A regular brokerage account is the bridge between, say, age 50 and 60. Start small, $100 a month, then more. The important thing is to start. Step 5. Max out the retirement account. If you've reached this step, chances are you already have a solid income. A traditional retirement account reduces your taxable income. That's a significant advantage. If there's a Roth 401k option, you can contribute several times more than into a regular Roth IRA. This is a very powerful tool for long-term accumulation. Step 6. HSA, Health Savings Account, if you have access. Triple tax advantage. Contributions are deducted from taxable income, grow tax-free, and are withdrawn tax-free for medical expenses. No other account offers that. Used correctly, it becomes a hidden retirement account. Step 7. Advanced strategies. Once the foundation is built, it's time to add more. Real estate, private investments, more aggressive portfolio positions. For example, if those same $7,000 a year earn not 10% but 15% annually, in 30 years, that's not $1.2 million, but over $3 million. This is where the real breakthrough lives. Most people never even reach level 4, but if you're watching this, you're already doing what most people don't. The key is knowing the sequence, not rushing, and not missing that transition from security to growth, where everything begins.
Subscribe to the channel if you want to understand money better than most people around you. Here you will learn not just to earn, but to manage your finances so that they work for you. Watch the next video and take another step towards financial freedom.